Bobcat Nation, Wendell Staten here with head cross country coach Alexander Bruno. Coach, as we approach midseason already, right? Seems like we just got started. Let's just talk about our season, our first two races. Of course, we've had all the training and we're headed into a good spot. We just won both men and women last week at North Georgia. And so just kind of give me a 30,000-foot view of where our program is or our team is this year, both teams.
Yeah, I think we're in a really, really good spot right now. It's still early goings, right? Mm-hmm. As late as it is, I think, into the season, we don't ever realize how far along we are, especially with how important the summer is. Right. The team's done a really, really good job of getting ready at this point. So it's still been a lot of just strength building work. So for us to go up to North Georgia and have the result that we did was really, really exciting. We've had a lot of injuries, a lot of illness more so than anything, right? We're almost fortunate that the illness is hopefully hitting us now. Instead of last year, it was near the conference and the regional meet. So as you know, we're never excited to have kids not being able to race, but we'd rather have them miss time early. So for us to go out there at North Georgia and win on both sides was really, really exciting. From a culture, team-wise perspective, I think that was just the most exciting thing is you don't get to win a whole lot of meets in cross country. So these kids that have been, Evan a senior and Lorraine a senior, I don't think they've won a team championship since they've gotten on campus. That was just a really, really special moment for them to have out there. So just a step in the process, obviously. I don't think we ran our best absolutely up there, but it was really exciting to be able to go compete with those teams that were out there, especially North Georgia on the women's side and Clayton State on the men's side. So really excited for where we're at, but we've got big things coming still and hopefully round into shape a little bit better as we approach the home meet and the conference championship here coming soon.
So let's talk about just in general, our women's team won there last week. Both races have been 5Ks for them so far, correct? Men has been we had an 8K, and then the week before it wasn't quite an 8K, 6K, So let's talk about our women. Where do you see there? What do you like about that squad and how they're performing?
Yeah, there's a lot to be excited about there. I think we have one upperclassman in our top 6 or 7, which, we've got a couple, 8 to 10 that I think could round into form and be in that top 7 or 8 by the time we get to conference and regionals. But just so much young talent out there. Lauren Tisdale has looked absolutely phenomenal in practice, especially. I think she's still learning how good she can be, which is always really exciting when they're young. And so she's been phenomenal. Bella Russell, one of our freshmen, has looked good in practice, but she's just somebody who's a gamer, right? And on race day, she shows up and has just been better than I think expected, even on race day, just even from workouts. So those two have been carrying the load. And then a couple upperclassmen or sophomores in Haven and Abby, who just didn't have quite the race we thought they might, but we know what they're capable of in training. So when they get it rolling and when they're healthy and not coming off of injury and illness, they're going to be phenomenal. Same thing with Lorena Kazora, senior, who just tends to round into shape as we get later season. So they've all been really good. And then a couple of younger kids too on the back end coming, working up well. So really excited with where they're at.
Yeah, doing well, and a lot of youth in there, which bodes well for our future. Also, I know one of our strengths has been the time from the first finisher to the 5th finisher is pretty tight. Talk about that.
Yeah, it makes training really, really fun, right? I think that's the biggest thing. Race days, I think sometimes it helps to have a low stick, and I think Lauren Tisdale is looking like she's progressing that way, and she's just going to pull everybody up with her, though, right? So that's really exciting, and the bigger thing is at practice. It makes it way more fun. We were just out there this morning, and it's a lot more fun when you get to have a big pack of them all working together than just there's one, then there's 2 more coming 10 seconds, 20 seconds behind. When we know there's going to be 3 or 4 of them all working together, really for them, it makes it way more fun, I think, too. And that's what I'm really excited about is just the culture and the community aspect of it. The race results are obviously exciting and good, but for us, it's about the process, and it's about, again, it's more fun for us to be at practice when they're all together.
Okay, for our running lingo, low stick.
Explain
what that means. Explain what that means.
Yeah, that's courtesy of one of our freshmen on the guys' side, or I think maybe one of our sophomores, Zach Hillier and Noah Peters have started using that one a lot. So a low stick is just somebody who's going to score the least amount of points, finish up near the top of the pack, top of the race. So.
Well, I know now it's all computer. When I was running, you actually got a popsicle stick. That was a low stick.
I'm assuming that's where it comes from, right?
See, I'm older than you. You had computers when you were doing it. All right, let's talk about the men. What are we seeing there that we like?
Yeah, Evan obviously coming off of a win was awesome. I don't know. I think Q was the last guy to go win.
That's right.
Back the home meet 4 or 5 years ago.
Correct. That's right.
So it was really exciting to have him go win. I think going into that race, we knew him or Shipley, who's been our other again, low stick
Right.
out there. Those two have been kind of battling back and forth. They've been a good top two at practice every day. And then behind them, we talk about conference and regional rosters and who's going to make the bus trip there.
Right.
We don't really know who's going to be there because there's about 8 or 9 guys after them battling for 5 or 6 spots.
That's good.
Which is really fun.
Yeah, it's great
right?
competition.
Yeah. And I've been really just proud of the way they've handled that.
Good.
Because I think on the men's side especially, that the ego and the competitiveness, it can hurt a team. But the guys who are there have done just such a tremendous job of just working for each other. And that's what's been really exciting, I think, is not worried about like who's going to be there at this point. It's just we want to go get better for each other. So a couple other guys, Noah Boyd has kind of distinguished himself a little bit along with Carl Ritzler, who's been a freshman, and he's been our 2 or 3 the first 2 meets out. So they've looked really good, but then behind them, a lot of young talent and just so much of it that I think we've got, again, 6, 7 guys battling for 4 or 5 spots, which is fun, but obviously for them, it's going to be tough.
Well, good. Again, same great problem, good youth battling it out right now, men and women. So that's year 3 of the program, and we're starting to see the results of recruiting.
Yeah.
So, and let's talk about this. Next week, we host the conference preview right here on West Campus, and got a good field coming. Most of the Peach Belt teams will be here. Just talk about that and what we're looking at, how many teams we got, that kind of thing. We'll talk about the course in a minute.
Yeah, I think 10 to 15. Registration isn't close till next week.
That's
so
right.
We got to figure out where everybody's at, but
it
should be 10 to 15. Some good competition. I think North Georgia and Augusta are both scheduled at least to come, so that'll be fun to go see them. But it's always fun just to get a good crowd out there, and hopefully we can get more people from campus out there to go support. And it's a really good venue, so I'm excited about that, and just excited. It's tough course, so I think our kids are going to have the advantage, obviously, knowing what to expect a little bit more than anybody else.
And so race times are, that's next Friday.
Yes.
Race times are?
Women are at 5 running the 5K, and men are at 6 p.m. running the 8K.
Okay, got it. So 5 and 6. So hopefully we'll get a little cooler night. We'll see. But these early races we try to run in the evening to take advantage of that. So, well, Coach, looking forward to a great day. Great start so far for Coach Alexander Bruno, Wendell Staten. Go Bobcats.